So if you want to go to business, if you want to do things that, out of your comfort zone, you're going to go through a lot. Be ready for those sleepless nights. Be ready for those sacrifices.
Hey everyone, welcome to Chats About Success. It's a podcast to know how Filipinos can succeed in today's world. I'm your host, Daniel Antine, and today's episode is sponsored by the Entitled Marketing Group. If you're interested in starting your own podcast, building your personal brand, or increasing your sales using social media, the Entitled Marketing Group has got you covered. Full disclaimer, this is my own company, so if you want to work with me, send an email to entitledgroupofficial@gmail.com. And today, we have somebody who went from being a hotelier to a surfer and now a social media marketing agency owner. Everyone say hello to Carmina Panghulan. Carms, kamusta?
Hi, kamusta? I'm okay. It's good. It's today is Sunday. It's a good day. Weather's good. I'm feeling positive about this podcast. So thanks for inviting me, Davi. Super thank you. It's my first time. It's my first time to be featured.
Dude,
So
it's not gonna be your last for sure. Sigurado yan. So Carms, real quick, tell everyone who you are and what you currently do.
I currently am I own a social media marketing company. So it's called Imagine Arms Creative. So I founded the company when 3 years ago. So it's actually it's our third year this year.
Nice. And can you quickly tell us kung like ano ginagawa mo on a normal workday as, a social media marketing agency owner?
Okay. So normally, like right now, we're currently in this pandemic, we are working from home. So I do everything remotely. I communicate with my team daily. I make sure everything is in place. Everything is in progress. We're not missing out anything. So I just really make sure that our currently with the clients that we have now that we're catering to, everything is taken care of. So yes.
How hard was it when like COVID happened? Was there a shift in your business, or did you get stronger, or was it a struggle?
There's a lot of going on actually. So the shift was there were brands that we work with that let go of us. Like we had the hotel clients, some were restaurants, so they had to let go of us. It was also a struggle on my personal, like what am I gonna do? Am I gonna be aggressive or I'm gonna um step back because you can't really do much during the when pandemic entered and so that's when pandemic started and as we go on like towards the mid or end of last year we were picking up actually because we are a B2B company and they realize more business owners realize that social media marketing is what they need during this time of pandemic. So it was a good thing, but we weren't really as affected as the other businesses. Uh, there were like I heard so many stories of closing and struggles. So I'm lucky that I wasn't as affected as the others.
Yeah, because currently you have employees, right? How many employees do you have now?
So right now we are 13 in the team. So yeah, we all do work remotely. We all work from home, and we try to communicate as much as possible online. So
How stressful was that moment when you're 13 in the team? I'm assuming 12 of those are employees, right?
yes, yes.
How stressful was it when like COVID happened, clients were letting go, and then you got 12 people on your payroll? How was that experience?
Well, when pandemic happened, we were like only I guess 7 or 8 in the team. But at the beginning, like it was hard because first I don't get to see them. It's really hard to, run a company that you don't see your people. It's it's just like, even for me, I'm not really that. I started not. I mean, I work in a social media, but I started, not being so techy about everything, how to communicate online. So the first it was struggle because I had to learn how do I make sure I communicate everything online. I don't miss everything online, and I make sure everyone's working even though I don't see them online. So, but at the same time, I don't want to be micromanaging, like, yo, what's going on. But yeah, so for the first few months, we had to know, the last thing I wanted to do is let go of people. That's really the last thing I want to do. So what I did was, the lessen our hours first. And then when that happened, I was really eager to find clients because yeah, because I need more clients to for our business to survive.
Sheesh, wait. I have so much questions. You mentioned at the start of the pandemic you had 7 people, and then a few months after you suddenly had an extra 6 or 5 more.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's so good. Um, dude, I've got so much questions. But wait.
It sounds, yeah, I'll go.
Okay, what? Go ahead. Go ahead. What
I
were you
mean,
gonna
it
say?
sounds amazing. I mean, because last year there's a lot of setbacks. I had many not so good decisions. So this year I'm really like, I had to, kailangan ko bumuo ng good team, the best team for me to be able to, sell our company better. Like this year, when I started Davi, we're only targeting like small, medium businesses. So for me, like, I mean, for the first 2 years, that we were tapping these businesses, and for me, I wanted to go big this year. I want to tap bigger clients this year, bigger brands. So before 2020 ended, I had to make sure that buo na yung team, and so it's easier for me to like tap bigger brands out there if the team that I have now are complete. That we can finally cater to bigger clients. So that's what happened. That's why I had to, there's a big shift from like 6 to 7 members to now that yeah, we have 13 right now in the team. So
Dude, it's so good. Dude, we're gonna go into a whole rabbit hole about this whole agency thing. But okay, wait. I'm gonna go back to my questions, yo, because we're gonna go deep, and like people who don't get marketing will be like, what are they talking about? So first of all, Carbs, because like I want to know how you ended up creating and starting your own social media marketing agency. Because for guys, for context, if you're listening to this, I went with Carms to Wyoming, just like my other guests. So we had an internship in a hotel. Most of us ended up not being in a hotel. We ended up doing our own thing. And then Carms was telling me she's gonna be like, "Oh, I'll just put up an Airbnb in a beach somewhere, and then that's it." And then all of a sudden, I get shocked that you have a social media marketing agency. So can you tell me a story of like how you actually started this?
so when we, when we went home from Wyoming, it wasn't easy for me to find a job that can, a good paying job that early 2010, 12. So for me, it was really, although I went through it, I was first a waitress here in the Philippines. I was in Manila. I was a waitress. I became a barista. I I became a cashier. I went through all those, and I realized that oh no, I have to do something about my career because this is I'm not happy, and there's something I'm looking for that. I'm like I'm hungry for something else. Like I should be so. I realized that I should be doing something else. So when before I like quit my job as a barista, I was looking for a corporate job. So when I entered and then luckily, someone like a company in Makati. They're a quality assurance gaming company. They got me as a business development person, and when I answered, I was like, okay, yeah, I can do this, I can do that. Are you familiar with this? Are you familiar with digital marketing? Yeah, I can learn. So it was really for me, it was like, okay, I'm game. Game ako kung ano ibigay nyo. Game ako kung what position you're gonna give me. Because I needed to learn, like, I need to learn something else because I was really looking for that. I was hungry for something. I was just looking for more. So I ended up working in a. I ended up doing digital marketing for this company. So my boss asked me to open this department because they were during that time the only thing that they were doing is doing QA for game apps. So and early 2000, like social media was a thing. Ako sabi ng boss ko, "Oh, gawa ka ng ano, let's open a department, let's let's get some clients, digital marketing, yeah, do digital marketing, and then let's do something for them." So during that time, Davi, I didn't know anything. So I went behind my boss back and I had to enroll myself with my own personal money. Na I enrolled in this digital marketing course. I took it for 3 months. And then after that, I took some online classes just to, just for me to be able to do the job. And when I was learning in that company now, I was able to, make a company profile. I was able to break down services. This is how much we're gonna charge for email marketing. This is how much we're gonna charge for social media marketing. And then just things weren't, I think that time my boss and I had different vision. He was really in a hurry to, do the digital marketing department, and I had to let go after a year working for him. And I told myself, why not? I'm gonna open my own digital marketing because if I was able to do it for a company, I'm I'm well damn sure like I can do it for myself. So that's how I actually started my digital marketing. I learned it from my previous work.
I love that. Can you take me to the early days? So you just quit your job. You quit, right?
Mhm.
You quit your job.
Mhm. I
Then
did.
then you were like,
I had zero clients
yeah.
that time.
Then you were like, I'm gonna build my own. How did that happen? Like, how did you get your first client? How did you make things work?
So I realized that time that when I quitted my job, I'm like, damn, I had zero again, back to zero and everything. So I realized when I got my client, my first ever client, it was actually a referral um from the clients that I closed in the company. So I realized that time na Shaq, the number one thing is super important to start something on your own to get clients is really relationship. So before I left my previous job, I was able to build this good relationship with my previous clients. And so it was just a word of mouth. They just referred me, and from there, I knew this person. I knew this client. I started with a wedding ring brand, and then it just led to one to another. Like they keep referring me. In my first year of in the business, that I didn't have any Facebook, I didn't have any LinkedIn, I didn't have any website. So it was just cool for me na I was able to build a business, or I was able to build these clients without having to advertise myself. So it was the number one thing that I that I realized is relationship, good relationship with clients because they're gonna help you grow
Dude, that's so
one
true.
day.
That is so true.
Yeah.
Um, Going back, right? How long did you do this alone? And how many clients were you handling alone before you actually got your first employee?
So I was working for a year alone. That was those were like the really fun days. So I get to surf while I do my freelancing, and back then I was just handling two clients, so I was kind of doing everything for them. I was doing their um, content production for them. I do graphics for them. I do social customer care for them, and the whole management thing. I do everything for them.
And then, when did you get your first employee and what was your first hire?
So the first hire I got was a graphic artist. I got one because graphics design is not really my forte. I mean, I was looking at my work and I'm like, I need help, man. Like, I can't do this alone. I need to get someone to help me better than me, like way better than me when it comes to design. So that's when I got my first graphic artist. He was actually a student back then, and then after getting him, I had more time in finding new clients. So that's where it started.
And then, I just want to ask, so obviously now you have a big team. Did things get easier or harder when you actually had employees compared to when you were doing it before?
It's actually harder. It's way harder right now. It's really, I realized when I have two people back then that the responsibility is really big. It's getting bigger. It's not anymore that fun thing. I had to stop surfing that time. I had to let go of things that really makes me happy because I realized hindi siya biro. If you have already people working with you, it's not easy. It's really a big responsibility. You're actually, you have to guide them. It's actually like having a kid. I don't know. Parang nagka-responsibility na, okay, I can't, I was thinking back then na parang, I can't let these people down because they're helping my business. So if that's really a big responsibility for me na if I let them down, then who will trust me to work with me? Who's gonna trust me to be, working the same goal with me? So yeah, it became harder from there. Having teammates to work with you, they have this different thoughts, different approach to things. They have different skill sets. You gotta understand them really, like understand what they like, what their priorities right now. Somebody likes, more time with family. Some people more, like some employee wants more high paying salary. Some people want more challenge in their responsibilities. So even those tiny things you have to understand. So, you guys can work on the same goal, common goal. And they have, we are all in the same page with where we want this company to go in the next 5 years. So yeah, it's actually not easy.
Seems like it.
Being harder, yeah.
Yeah, for sure, because there's so much responsibilities, right? Um, I want to ask, like, what did you learn most about being a leader when you suddenly grew your team in a span of like 3 years?
The number one thing that I learned is really the discipline. The discipline because you know me, Dav, like we're good friends, and alam mo back then we were like loko-loko ako, palabiro, everything was just so easy. And I realized like if I want something good, I want something great, the number one thing that I learned is discipline. Because even though Dav na I'm already running IC, Imagine Arm Creative, like I had I didn't have the best um discipline that time. Everything back time but I mean that time was like, yeah, cool. I mean, I own a company, cool. Like hindi ko talaga alam, like this third year, hindi ko talaga alam yung ito talaga yung responsibility mo, Carms. And if you want to be great, if you want to be good, if you want to be respected, if you want to be, if you have to be that leader that everyone will follow. And I didn't have the best attitude or the discipline wasn't there. Like I remember one time, Davi, like the people. Because when I start, yung office kasi nasa likod lang ng house. It was just at the back of our house or studio. I remember that time na I was still sleeping, tulog pa ako, and then my employees are right there waiting for me. And I'm like, my mom will wake me up, andyan na yung mga tao mo! Andyan na sila. Sabi ko, shit, kakagising ko lang. Alam mo yun, those little things, Dabs, na parang if you're a leader, even those small things, kailangan mo talagang, you have to look after yourself. People are looking, people are gonna follow your steps. And the number one talaga that I'm still learning, actually, I'm still learning is discipline. Great discipline.
That's so true. What's the common misconception about being your own boss?
I don't know. I don't think I have the best answer for this, but I think maybe that you get to decide on everything, that you have the control of everything. When in fact, actually, if you're your own boss, you don't have the time. You don't really have the choice. Sometimes you get to make those sacrifices that you don't want. I guess all those stuff, Davi, that other people wouldn't understand that. Oh, because I think some of my friends na, oy, boss ka naman eh, you can cancel your meetings, you can cancel your things. Pero, no guys, it's not. Wala kang control. Like, even though you're the boss, you just have to, para akong driver, Davi. I drive the whole thing and I have no choice. If I have to turn left, but I think for me, the best way is to go straight, I have to go left. And, lahat ng decisions ko, Davi, I didn't have a lot of, good decisions. I had bad decision, good decision. And I guess those things na parang you really have no control, and along the way may hirapan ka talaga, and that's something na hindi gets ng marami, I guess. So yeah, you don't really have the control of everything, even they said na ikaw yung boss eh, wala ka talagang control.
Exactly. It's a myth. Well, when you work for when you're your own boss and you have, not only your employees relying on you, you also have clients relying on you, right? So you're
Yeah,
not thinking about yourself anymore. You got all these people and all these responsibilities,
true.
right?
Yeah,
Carms, tell me about a time when you struggled the most in business and how did you overcome it?
I guess it was really my personal struggle, Dabs, because first I didn't really have that my background is really in the hospitality. I was really the person in front. I wasn't the decision maker. I wasn't really the one who thinks of things, right? So I think it was really more of a personal struggle because I didn't have that good management skills that time. I don't know about HR. I don't know about you know my financial, how to do the accounting, financial. So if you're a young boss like me, na parang you're just starting everything, there's going to be a lot of struggle. And I guess it's going to be really coming a lot from myself, from your own, because this is your first business, this is your first baby, and you have to, no one's gonna teach you this. Hindi naman to naturo in school, hindi naman to matuturo ng parents mo. They can only guide you, but you really have to be, if this is when I entered this business, these were my only skill set. These are the only things that I know. But my eagerness to grow out of it and to build something really big, that was really my goal. And yeah,
And you got him. Carms, what's your ultimate goal in life?
I guess really to help more people, because it's really rewarding, Dabi, if you're working with so many people, if you're inspiring them, if they're happy because of the job you provided, I guess that's my ultimate goal in life. I just realized that like last year that I really want to help more people. Like even my once like I was thinking after, if I work for Imaginary Creative, I do this for the next 20 years, right? Then after, I really want to go to agriculture, help farmers. It's like really, I just want to build something that most people will really enjoy most. I can actually help people with, their families through the job that I'll be providing. So I guess that's really my ultimate goal in life. Not to become rich actually, but really before I die, I was able to build something that will go on forever. So I think that's really my goal.
Super powerful. I love that. I love that answer. Carms, what is your definition of success, and what's the highest form of success to you?
Like doves, like I don't, when people ask me like, oh, ang galing mo, you're so successful, ganyan, ganyan. I don't really look at myself self successful yet. Like this is not the success that I want. This is not the success that I need right now. I guess for me the highest form of success is, like what I mentioned earlier, was if I am able to see that I have provided like over 1,000 jobs. I have families that, that can, I have jobs that can support families. I think um, that's the success that I'm looking for. Yeah.
That's awesome. So, Carms, before we go to the last few questions, I just want to say thank you, and for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking time. You told me you were super nervous, but you just killed it. I am mega inspired, and I'm sure everyone else is. Um, you know, Carms is super low key, guys. You won't even know what she's doing. She has a house in Tagaytay now, if you're wondering. She is killing it, yo, but she's super low key. Super proud of you for sure.
Thank you, Dab.
Congratulations for everything, man. Carms, if people want to get in touch with you, get in touch with your agency, follow you online, where can they find you?
So online, you guys can find me in LinkedIn. So you just have to type my name, Carmina Panghulan. But you can just email me, Carmina at imaginarmcreatives.com if you want to connect with me directly. But pretty much we're out there on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and we also have a website, imaginarmcreatives.com. So if you guys do have a business that needs digital marketing or social media marketing to be specific, we can do and help your brand. So do please get in touch with us.
And Carms, who do you know that should be on the podcast next?
I think it's going to be my good friend's business. They're called Historia. So the founder is my best friend's sister, Joanna Gutierrez. So I recommend her. She has this local personalized jewelry business. Um, I get so many advice from them because they've been running the business for more than 5 years now. So they have a very inspiring story, and I really recommend them to be on your podcast now.
Perfect. I'll ask for an intro. Last question, Carms. If you were to give one tip for somebody to be successful, what would it be?
Um, you have to go through it all. The sacrifices. You get humiliated. You'll definitely eat shit. So that's really one tip. So if you want to go to business, if you want to do things that out of your comfort zone, you're gonna get through. You're gonna go through a lot. You're gonna be ready for those sleepless nights. Be ready for those sacrifices, and be ready to be, you know, because when you enter something, you're not gonna definitely you don't know everything. So the learnings will be tough. It's going to be tough. So yeah.
Carmina Panghulan, everybody. Carms, thanks for dropping by.
Thank you. Thank you, Davi. I hope you're good there in Canada. I miss you.
Oh yeah, I miss you too, for
I miss
sure.
you.
We'll chat after this.
Yeah.
And that's it, folks. That ends today's episode. If you want to watch a full video of this episode, just subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search for Chats About Success. And to get more content behind the scenes, or if you want to be a part of our community, follow us on Instagram at instagram.com/successchats. And if you are interested in starting your own podcast, building your personal brand, or increasing your sales using social media, send an email to entitledgroupofficial@gmail.com. Until then, I hope you achieve your goals, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.